Hey YouTube, this is Fred with Hog Slayer Outdoors. Today I wanted to do a video on the Becker BK9 from KaBar. This is the one that I carry every day. It's an older knife that I saved from a pawn shop with the newer sheath. It's MOLLE compatible. We'll get more onto the sheath here in a little bit. Let's check the knife out. If you buy a brand new one, this is what you're gonna get. These are the new ones. Basically the same knife, different finish. It's a fixed blade knife made out of 1095 high carbon steel. Blade length is 9 1/4 inches. The overall length is 14 3/4 inches. The thickness is 0.188 inches, and the handles are made out of Zytel. The knife is made in the USA. The sheath is made in China. It's a pretty comfortable knife. I like it. I love Becker handles. They just fit your hands so good. It's a clip point knife. It's got a nice swedge right there. It's got this little notch right here. Not quite sure what it's for, whether it's for a ferrule rod, for striking a fire, or what it's there for. I've never used it. Tried it. I might do that later. It's got a lanyard hole right there. And you can fit a pretty good lanyard right through there. And it's got a decent little pommel right there. You can use it busting up rocks, maybe putting a tent stake in the ground. It's got some pretty aggressive jimping right there, but it's not so aggressive that it'll hurt your hand. I mean, it locks your thumb in there pretty good. It's held on, the handles are held on by 3 Allen head bolts and nuts on the other side. On this new one, I'm not sure if they went with a different bolt and nuts, but on my older one, they did rust, which ain't no big deal. It doesn't hurt it or anything. They take an edge really good and they hold the edge really long. I usually sharpen mine up. I'll run it through the workhorse knife and tool sharpener. But every time I have a good day out there chopping and clearing and all that, I'll just run it through there just to clean it up. Like I said, this one I've never used. This is kind of like my prize piece. I'll go ahead and show you the one that I actually use. Now you can see she's got some use. Got pine pitch on there, everything. Got a lanyard on this one. I'm going to roll some footage in at the end of this video, me out there clearing out the edge of my driveway with the pine branches. Now I would use this for processing logs for a fire, processing logs for a shelter, or a tripod over top of your fire. I'd use it for big chores. It'll baton wood like it's nobody's business. As far as feather sticks, fine chores, you could use it for that, but I wouldn't. I would use a smaller knife for that. You can get more control over it. But if you can only have one knife with you, I guess it would be this one. This is the one I would choose. But generally, I mean, I have more than one knife. Generally, I have about 4 or 5 knives within reach of me, no matter where I'm at. It is full tang. you're not going to break this knife unless you're out there doing something stupid, like cramming it in the side of a car and jumping up and down on it. And even then, I don't even know as though you'd break the knife. I think it would just rip through the door. Alright, now let me show you about the sheaths a little bit. This is the older sheath. The new one and the old one are basically the same. There's just a few differences. This one is not MOLLE compatible. It's just got a belt loop right there. And you got 2 tie-off points right there. So you can tie it to your leg. It has a pouch on it with hook and loop closure, which you can fit quite a bit of stuff in there. It has an elastic band right there so that you can keep everything in there secure. And it also has a little sheath in there, inside the sheath, for the BK13. I'll show you that here in a few minutes. It's got a snap retention, which I love. I can't stand hook and loop retentions. And it's actually got 2 grommet holes there where you could actually tie it off on the top too. The new sheath, basically the same. It's got the same pouch, the same hook and loop there, the elastic retention strap, and it's got the sheath for the BK13 Remora. The differences are the new ones actually have hook and loop right there on each side, so if you're pulling your knife out and putting it back constantly, you're in the middle of a job, you can just strap them right out of the way. You can slide in and out. Without cutting your retention straps. Whereas the old one, there is none of that, so your straps are right there. I mean, I don't think you would cut it, but it's possible. It's MOLLE compatible on the back. And it's got these 2 attachment points right here to where you could use some paracord or carabiners or just whatever, hook it to your pack if it's not MOLLE if you ain't got no MOLLE to actually put it in. And the belt hook or the belt loop, it will actually come apart. You don't have to take your belt off to take this on and off. Slide that up through there. It's hook and loop and a snap. So once you get that put on, it's not coming loose. To whereas the old one, it was sewn in. You can't take it apart. Now I take it back. This is, I guess you could say, MOLLE compatible somehow. You got these 2 little slides right here, one on each side, where you could hook it to a pack bike. I guess it'd be more for an Alice hookup. As far as the differences, I believe that's about it. I love this new sheath. There's nothing wrong with this one, but this one's just so much more versatile. Alright. Now it comes with a sheath in there already for the BK13 Remora. This weighs 1/10 of a pound. Of course, it's a fixed blade. It's made out of 440A stainless steel. The knife is made in USA. The sheath is made in China. The edge is a 15-degree edge, which it comes fairly sharp from the factory. I wouldn't call it a really good edge. The blade length is 2 3/8 of an inch. The overall length is 5 1/8 inch. It's a drop point knife. And I think it runs, I think I give like $15 for it. I've never actually used this knife yet, but it would be a handy little tool to have. Cutting paracord, maybe making feather sticks. You can get a pretty good purchase on that blade. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Maybe if they made the handle just a hair longer, but it is what it is. I got it just because there's a sheath there for it. I wanted it there. Overall, I think this system is an awesome system. If you want a big chopper, if you're a knife guy, you don't want to use a hatchet, you don't want to carry a hatchet or an axe, I would go with this, especially for the budget-minded people. And I know right at $90, there's a lot of people that can't come off of that. Just save your money. Don't spend your money on junk. Save your money. Instead of buying that $20 knife, set that $20 aside. Then just put another 20 with it, and another 20 with it. Within a month or so, you'll be able to get you one of these. Chris over at Prepared Minds 101 is the one that got me into wanting this knife. He loves this, and they have a BK7 that's a little bit shorter than this. Basically the same knife, a little shorter. And you need to go check him out. Prepared Mind 101. He's got some excellent videos on the KaBars. I mean, just on all different kinds of equipment. But all in all, I love this knife. Alright, y'all take it easy. That's a good sized branch right there. I mean, if you need to take like some of these pine branches down for a shelter or anything like that, I mean, this thing will get it done. I mean, there ain't much that can stop this knife.